Hello, everyone. This is Adam Meister, the Bitcoin Meister, the Disrupt Meister. Welcome to the One Bitcoin Show. Today is March the 20th, 2018. Golden hold. Conviction, strong hand. Okay, I'm in Buenos Aires. I'm going to get on a bus to the airport pretty soon, apparently, and go to snowy Baltimore. Anyway, check out the link section below. Make sure you check out last night's show. You probably missed it because I only did it a few hours ago. I had to get today's show in before I left. So check out the links below for your Trezor, Ledger Nano discounts at cryptohwwallet.com. T-shirts like this from Crypto Graffiti, and of course last night's show and all of the shows of the last 7 days or whatever. Bitcoin is the next Bitcoin. And of course, follow me at TechBalt on Twitter, TechBalt. TechBalt. I might even be able to update from an airport in Atlanta or Buenos Aires or wherever. I give some updates during the day, people tell me. Anyway, because it's not just about this channel. It's about Twitter. It's about the whole Bitcoin Meister social media conglomeration. All right. So here's a sign of the times from the great Vortex from his Twitter feed. You got to follow him. The SEC now has an entire page on their website dedicated to ICOs. sec.gov/ICO. I mean, I linked to both below. Of course, everything I talk about in this video is linked to below. And a year ago, who could have predicted that the SEC would have a page dedicated to ICOs? Cryptocurrency is slowly becoming more and more mainstream every day. And I mean, what is the mainstream media and the SEC going to be dealing with in a year in terms of cryptocurrency? Now, they can't stop these ICOs, but they're definitely going to try to mess with them because they are centralized, and maybe they can put a dent into their effect in the United States. I mean, worldwide, they can't shut them down, obviously. But they are centralized, so they can be hit real hard. And maybe this is going to take up a lot of the SEC's time and effort. I hope so. So they could just ignore Bitcoin, not FUD everyone out of Bitcoin, because they can't mess with Bitcoin in reality. They can't change the direction of Bitcoin. So let them pose for photos and make it seem like they are the good guys trying to protect the people from these evil ICOs or whatever they want to frame it as. And that'll be their little venture into cryptocurrency. And they can let the real cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, do what it's going to do, evolve the way it's going to evolve, and everyone can be happy. The independent 20%ers and all the dependent 80%ers and the government bureaucrats that just have to do something with this magical cryptocurrency thing. All right, everyone. Remember, subscribe to this channel. Do that right now. Check out that link section below and take a moment and seriously pound that like button, and then watch my video from last night. Pound that like button on that video too. Because I love it when you double pound the like button. And yeah, bang that bell button. Apparently people aren't getting notifications when the show goes live. Anyway, I don't care. You can watch it in archives anyway. Being in the chat. And if you're in the chat right now, hello, do the super chat. I'll see you guys if you want to have a question. All right. So, but it's not that important. It's not important to watch the show live. You can watch it anytime. It's not important to see this show. You can watch it on the World Crypto Network podcast, which are linked to below, which I'm a proud member of. And of course, April 25th, we'll be in Denver and have a great event there. And that's linked to below. And Los Angeles, April 17th is linked to below. You can buy tickets for those events. I'm looking forward to this spring and summer and traveling around a lot in the United States and maybe in Canada. We'll talk about that later. Okay, what do we have here? We talk about the competition is great. From the competition is great folder, a friend of mine from Norway, a supporter from Norway, he sent me this. Here, I have some news from Norway I want to share with you. Today, Norway's largest data center opens. It's Bitfury. I think Norway and Canada will be a major competitor for the Asian mining industry. and he links to the press conference, which starts in Norwegian, but it gets into English. And also there's some English links that's all linked to below. So thank you. And yeah, it's awesome. Got the people who try to FUD you out of your Bitcoin say, oh, Chinese control all the mining. It's competition. Some other cold countries are going to be able to compete. Who knows in a year who's going to be into mining and who's not? This is so unpredictable. That's the glory of the Bitcoin space. You never know what is next. You never know. All right. And yeah, competition, it's the free market, dudes. It's the free market. It's awesome. That's what this is. This is where the big boys play. 20%ers. Pound that like button. All right. Matt Odell has a tweet out there. If you use a Ledger wallet, you should read both of these posts. So yeah, click on his tweet. There was an issue with the Ledger wallet. I didn't really look into it. You know, if you're a Ledger Nano person, again, I prefer Trezor over Ledger. Get your Trezor link to below at Crypto HW Wallet, Meister discount codes. But yeah, check out that if you're a Ledger dude. I didn't fully get into that. All right, so now let's talk about some South Africa. Hey, let's talk about some South Africa. We'll do a little bit. There'll be a little bit of cryptocurrency intertwined in this, so be patient, I guess. But if you're not patient, then bye. So I link to an actual affirmative action explanation link from South Africa. It explains what affirmative action is all about in South Africa, and they don't hide anything. Here, let me quote, and this could be coming to your country for all you know. An employer must create an action plan which makes sure it has the right proportion of designated people, Black, colored, Indian, female, and disabled people, working in all levels of the organization. This includes the very top levels of management. For example, if you have 50 members on your board of directors, then you must aim to have approximately 35 Black, 5 colored, 4 Indian, and 5 white directors. Of these, 25 should be female and 2 should be disabled. Wow, how Orwellian. I mean, nothing about qualifications. No. Just throw them in there because they're women or because they're Black or Indian. I mean, this is how they do business. This is reality on the ground in South Africa, which again, it's a beautiful country. And this is, if you're there, this is what you got to deal with. This is what you got to deal with. So, and it's the accepted norm there, the accepted norm. So when we're talking about, the next, okay. So living vicariously through acts of government power versus people who actually own companies and own land. Okay, that's like a battle that's going on in many countries throughout the world. You have hunks of 80%ers who want to win, who are like, we got to teach those landholders, and I'm going to feel better about myself if the company is forced to do this, if the landholders are forced to do this. It is, okay, so let me tell you, it's the individual's land. It's the individual's companies. And if you fall into the trap of living vicariously through acts of the government, it gives away power to the government. And with more power, the government becomes more ruthless and the followers become more mindless. Don't go down that path. Be an individual. Recognize ownership. If you're an individual, prepare for this 80% mindset, though, that we're, all of these 80%ers who get pleasure out of living vicariously through government acts of power, okay? Who think, oh, we're winning. We are winning because of affirmative action. We are winning. Who's we? What are you actually winning, dude? You're not winning anything. When you get into that mindset, we are winning because the government stole from individuals, you are definitely already losing in terms of your own personal wealth and individuality and freedom. And to conclude, to wrap it all up, to put it in a Bitcoin perspective, there is no affirmative action or land confiscation in Bitcoin. Be a 20%er and plan ahead with that mindset. Wherever you are in this world, avoid 80%ers who live vicariously through government acts of power. Okay, pound that like button. I'm Adam Meister, the Bitcoin Meister, Disrupt Meister. Remember to subscribe to this channel, like this video, share this video. Check out the notes section below. I will see you guys later. I'll say hi in the chat real quick. Bye.